All right, guys, another nice green day in the SPY. So we've got the watch list for Thursday, August 31st, last day of August. Really nice two-day rally there in the SPY. Seeing some action in the small caps, which I'm thrilled. I had some really nice small cap trades today, and that's really the world in which I live because percentage moves are generally much better when they're working. So that's, knock on wood, positive sign, hopefully, going forward. Finish line, gap down, FINL, gap down, let's see, what's today? Wednesday. So gap down on Tuesday and ran all day, and then today just puts in this quiet inside day near the high of yesterday's range. So I want to watch that one for a potential long tomorrow. LINU had this reverse split. Stupid reason for it to run, but it ran from a dollar basically to 246 on an intraday basis yesterday, and today puts in a candle inside of yesterday's range. So I want to watch that for a potential kind of a follow-through day tomorrow. We'll see. OHGI, another small cap stock, big volume going back. It's the biggest volume you see going all the way back to last October. Closed pretty strong, so I want to watch that for a follow-through day. Now I would point out real quick that a lot of the bigger days, like this big day here, of course didn't have anywhere near today's volume, but you can see what happened right after. This big day, next day, right after, and so on. So, but this one held up pretty well on the biggest volume that you can see. So, there might have a follow-through day tomorrow, especially if the small caps starting to come back in favor. It's certainly worth watching. PYDS, pretty handsome chart here, but the volume's not great. You did have on this day it went from 133 to 265 on over 4 million shares, but since then it's really traded almost no volume. But you had a nice spike here. Kind of grinded sideways and another nice spike. So this one looks poised to really break out. Keep in mind it's a lower volume stock. BETR, big volume today for this stock, 1.6 million. But if you look at it on intraday basis, super interesting, right? Just grinding lower. I couldn't find the news, but this had to have some news because that's a huge move off the lows today. We'll see if we get a follow-through day tomorrow. VSTM, former high flyer back here. And then it kind of went into nothing, then it sold off, and now, but you know what? It's got a nice little volume spike today, and it's up near this. You had the high, then you had a lower high, and it's back up here near this lower high. I don't generally want to trade long after a big move like this because you look at all the candles on this chart. You don't have too many this range, but you never know. Might be worth watching tomorrow. Certainly worth watching for the next several days. TNDM had this on watch today, and it just did nothing. It never gave a trigger, but you had the gap up. Lower high, kind of a narrow range today. I still like this for a potential long. This did have good news on the gap up day. So this isn't one that I think is going to go to new all-time lows now. I think it's going to turn up one of these days. Definitely goes on watch for tomorrow. And then a couple movie theater chains, AMC, nice volume in the last few days, and is trying to break out of this range. And if it does, go to 15-minute candles there. You can see the strong close today on that 15-minute candle. So if it does continue to break higher tomorrow, I also want to watch RGC, which doesn't have as nice looking of a chart as far as bottoming formation as AMC does. But those two movie theater chains might catch some buying tomorrow. We'll see. I'm going to keep this video short and sweet. We'll add some gappers to watch in the pre-market as well. But before I go, I'm going to show you real quick the call I made on LINU today. This was the opening candle. Then I put it in inside fives. I called it on a 5-minute buy setup, which was over $1.90. And you can see what happened. I made some nice money on that one. It pretty quickly went to 230. And as I just showed you a little bit ago, the chart actually held up pretty well. The high of the day was actually 246. So definitely one to watch. But I bring this up just to show you that the small caps were trading pretty well, and they're improving lately. So definitely gonna hopefully start making some money back on the small caps again. It's been kind of a dismal summer for those, but hopefully we're turning the corner here. All right. Have a good night. See everybody tomorrow.